My back's starting to hurt. Falco number 2. So I haven't posted a YouTube video in months, and was kind of over the Christmas break, was looking for something to do with our time. A lot of things have been going on. I feel like my life is very hectic, busy these days, and I wanted to kind of slow down and really do something fun. And that's what kind of made us as a family, and we talked through it and decided to make a garden. So this is our backyard. It's about the same size as a tennis court. And I guess I was just thinking, you know, most of my time I spend on a computer. Most of my time I spend doing work for other people. And I really just wanted something that I could do for myself and really be able to just enjoy and do with my kids and do with my wife. So that's kind of what this whole thing came from. So yeah, so we can kind of walk through the garden that we have. It's about a month or so old right now, and talk through some like big picture plans that we want to do with this space. But before we get into all those details, I kind of just I had this like realization a couple months ago where, you know, we have this old house built in the 40s. Not the nicest house in the world, and for years now I've been kind of frustrated by it because all I really notice is the things that are broken, things that I need to fix, things that take up my time. But I had this kind of like light bulb moment where I really started to consider, like, what if this is the house that my kids grow up in, and what if this is the house that me and my wife grow old in? And it really started to change my perspective on what this house could be. And that kind of started with this backyard, which is trash, not nice, but has potential. And I think, you know, we've kind of been talking through potential ideas to really make it something that's exciting to be in, something that we can come home and enjoy. Weekends we can just hang out, kids can play, we can make food that can provide for our meals and stuff. My wife started sourdoughing. So this YouTube channel, I think, is really going to pivot and really just be an opportunity for us to be able to kind of show you kind of how we live out here, and, you know, the things that we learn along the way we can share with you. I'm really excited for this garden once some of the food actually starts being ready to eat, because I love food, my wife loves food. My wife is really good at sourdough, natural talent there.
Well, thank you.
We're gonna, you know, show you some recipes. We're gonna show you some things that we've tried on the garden that worked, things that haven't worked. We've already had to transplant 2 new plants into the garden that have died. So, but yeah, so this right here is kind of our whole backyard. Like I said, it's about 70 feet wide, 30 feet deep. And we've been kind of planning it out. So with this one garden bed, it's about 40 square feet of garden surface. And we were like, right, mostly me, what if we were to really try to provide for most of the vegetables for our family? And I started doing some math, started looking at some numbers, looking up kind of like how much we would expect to be eating, and kind of came up with a system for 9 more smallish garden beds, right about 3 feet deep, ranging from 3 feet long to 8 feet for a couple long beds that are about 13 feet. And they all have kind of different purposes. And the goal is to really be able to create a permaculture garden where we can, for year round, be able to be growing things, be preparing to grow things for the next year, be able to reuse some of the things that we've been working on, using natural you know, farming, gardening techniques, be able to really create kind of our own little ecosystem back here where things can kind of grow, things can be native to our area. And then kind of with that, you know, additional little spots. I think when it comes to backyards, especially when you have a smaller one, kind of like ours, you really have to be like kind of creative about how you use the space. So real quick, I'll kind of explain how we're planning on using this space. So right through here, this would be our 3 rows of garden beds. The first 2 would be the ones that we use most often. They would be like normal, everyday garden or everyday vegetable produce. That would include, 2 beds here. These would be the 2 that we need to water the most. So the goal would be the further you get from the house, the less work we'll have to do on them day by day. So we have these 2 right here. We have 5 3x3 beds that we can use to either prepare things to transplant into the primary beds, or they can be things that kind of have a unique purpose. So I'll make another video explaining kind of that whole system later on. And then the back row will be stuff that needs the least amount of water, and also can be things that can last for years to come. So things like asparagus, things like gooseberry, plants that require hopefully minimal work that we can just kind of leave and let grow for years to come. So this would be garden zone right here, very functional use. This is my little hobby, my little passion project right now. As we come more this way, we're gonna get into kind of a hosting spot, and then also a place for our kids to play in. So we're gonna be building a little house that they can play in. I'll kind of go in this space right here. We'll have this swing that's covered in rubber right now. We'll kind of go in here. We'll have some flowers to separate between the garden and then the fire pit area. The fire pit is currently under construction. We're trying to scoot it over a little bit so that it's a little bit more pushed into the corner. We'll have bushes and flowers kind of going around this space, and then up the hill over there, we will turn into either a garden or a greenhouse, excuse me, and then a shed, potentially for some of the tools. And then kind of along here, we'll just have some plants and stuff growing. And then we have a big deck up there that we can use as like a secondary hosting spot, and be able to have meals outside, be able to have friends over, watch the big game, things like that. So that's kind of the purpose. We kind of like 4, I guess, zones back here. We'll have the garden area, the hosting fire pit play area. We'll have some prep zones over here where we can get things ready to be able to transplant over into the garden as the winter ends and spring comes around. And then we'll have this big deck that I don't really know we're gonna do it yet. 100%, still working on that. So that's kind of the big idea. But the purpose really is to give our kids an opportunity to be able to get outside and get dirty, have fun. I think the world we live in now is so online, so fast-paced, from like TV to movies to what they're watching, what we're watching. So I wanted to be able to just kind of like create a little oasis for our family, where we can kind of just enjoy the outdoors together in our own little slice of Tennessee. So that's the vision. We'll have more videos kind of explaining the actual details of each area, but I wanted to make this video hopefully to maybe encourage people. So if you are you're out there, you have a trash yard like I do, you're kind of just, every time you walk outside, you're stressed, you're discouraged. I get it. That's been me for the last 5 years. But I think people can be good at this. Whenever people say like, I have a green thumb, I don't have a green thumb. I don't think that's true, I guess I'm a month into gardening, so I could be totally wrong. But I think that there are ways that we can learn these skills and become a little bit more self-sufficient in the food that we eat, better quality stuff, and be able to create a context where it's just kind of fun to be out here. So that's kind of the purpose of this channel, and I invite you along with us as we kind of make that happen. So if you're excited about that, if it's interesting to you, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel, and stick around. I think we have a lot of big ideas. Again, a lot of things that we're going to do wrong, that we're going to have to learn how to do as we go, but I'm very excited. This has truly been one of my favorite months in our home because of the opportunity to really learn new things. You get out here, give me something to do in the morning when I wake up, come out, check my little tomatoes, a lot of fun stuff. So hope that's interesting to you. If it's not, still watch if you want.
I'll watch it.
That's right. So that's it for this episode. Real quick, there she is, little Miss Beautiful. So that's it for the first video. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will be, I don't know how often we're gonna do this. We'll do it as often as we can. But with that being said, thanks for watching.